Warmer temperatures on the way tomorrow and tracking our next best chance for showers.
Plus, a nightmare for dreamers.
Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
As the White House winds down their protections next.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11 on your side.
Well, it could be one of the worst hurricanes in decades. Irma remains a Category 5. That is the strongest on the scale, and we're talking winds up to 185 miles an hour.
Evacuations are happening in Florida right now with store shelves bare, gas stations there running out of fuel.
Now, the U.S. is now bracing for the chance of more devastation.
Team coverage for you tonight, starting with Stormwatch 7 meteorologist Steve Rudin, and an update on the storm's path coming in just moments ago. Steve?
Exactly, from the National Hurricane Center, just arrived a few minutes ago, and we are here to deliver it to you right now, looking at winds, maximum sustained winds at 185 miles per hour and wind gusts at around 225. It's moving in its track to the northwest or west-northwest at around 15 miles per hour, and will continue that track as we move through the next several days. Let's swing things over here and show you what's going on with the track for you. Right now, it is a Category 5 storm, as strong as it can get in terms of the categories, but the winds could get stronger. But take a look at this. This is the new update as of 11 o'clock. This is the cone where it's the what-if area, 200 miles. So look what's included in here: Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, and then even the western coast of Florida. So where exactly it's going to hit, it's still yet to be decided. This would be Sunday evening into late Sunday night, but a little wiggle to the north and west could mean a huge difference for Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
And Harvey, we knew, was a rainmaker. This one is the winds. This is just devastating.
This is a classic hurricane. I mean, beyond classic. And this is, I mean, textbook model. It is so strong, and that eye is so tight and so well defined. Really interesting to watch, but also really, really scary for those who are in its path. All
right, Steve, thanks very much for that. We're going to keep you're going to keep us posted as this thing continues to develop.
And let's get the latest on the situation in Florida right now. Tim Barr, we're continuing our team coverage. Tim?
Well, we just got all that information, but this fact has not changed about this storm. This is a dangerous storm, and it's headed right for Florida. Irma is still a Category 5. It has those winds of up to 185 miles per hour. Tonight, Florida Governor Rick Scott is declaring a state of emergency. In the Florida Keys, mandatory evacuations. Residents across the state have been waiting in long lines at gas stations and stores, packing up whatever supplies they can get their hands on.
It's really scary, so you have to be prepared as much as possible.
It's very important that everybody in our state gets prepared.
Now, Irma is the strongest hurricane recorded in the Atlantic. This is, of course, something we're going to be keeping our eyes on throughout the week. Nancy?
All right, Tim, thank you very much. And we will track Irma around the clock, both on the air and at WJLA.com. Also, make sure you sign up for breaking news alerts sent right to your phone. To do that, just go to WJLA.com/text.
And we are also watching the path to recovery after Hurricane Harvey. Hundreds of thousands of cars lost to the flooding that went on in Texas. And now we're finding out tonight more than 20% of car owners with insurance may not be covered for this. The auto industry now estimates a $2 billion loss.
And Harvey's devastation still fresh in the minds of the members of Virginia Task Force 1. They were on the ground helping victims from the start, and now they're preparing to respond to what could be the next hit from Irma. Jay Korf live with the stories being shared by those heroic responders. Jay?
Yeah, these team members are amongst the most capable and qualified rescuers in the world, and they say what they saw in Texas stunned them.
Swiftwater rescue technician Ben Roebuck, his children and wife Stephanie are thrilled to be together again.
It's hard to have him gone, but we're really proud of him for what he does.
Tuesday night, members of Virginia Task Force 1 from Fairfax County arrived home from water-ravaged Texas, where they rescued 10 trapped residents from a hostile environment that remains hard to comprehend.
The biggest thing was the amount of water in some of these neighborhoods.
These Swiftwater rescue experts are unpacking, but they know full well they could be called to respond to Irma, a hurricane barreling toward Florida.
Irma, we could be there, and it could be really windy, still storming, still raining, still really unpleasant, and people in more immediate distress.
It looks absolutely terrifying. I would not want to be in the path of it.
And Stephanie Roebuck knows full well her husband may leave again.
These people are going to need help if it does hit the way that they say it's going to. So we'll have to wait and see.
Now, for team members who are now home and resting with some much-deserved R&R, other fire personnel have been working round the clock in anticipation of potentially going to Irma if they're called into action. Reporting live in Chantilly, Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.
No rest for the weary. Jay, thanks. Storms did roll through our region tonight, leaving some damage in some spots. In fact, we responded to scenes of trees that were down, some power lines knocked over in Maryland. No reports of any serious injuries, but the weather did settle for tonight. We could be facing more rain and storms tomorrow. Stormwatch 7 meteorologist Steve Rudin checking back now with what you'll be waking up to. Steve?
All right, tomorrow morning, waking up to a few showers, and you'll want to have the umbrella handy along with a raincoat, and be prepared. It's going to be a lot cooler than we had it earlier today with highs in the upper 80s. Tomorrow, only around 70 degrees. A few showers are out there right now, not going to amount to a whole lot more. Over Montgomery County, definitely not looking at anything that's going to become severe. Wake up temperatures in the morning, mainly in the 60s, around 66 in Bethesda, 67 at Woodbridge, and 64 in Manassas. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the next 10 days and the potential that we could be looking at the effects from Irma around our area. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
The people, united, will never be divided.
Well, new protest tonight after the White House went ahead with ending DACA. That cuts protections for 80,000 Dreamers or undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children. And this is going to be phased in over the next 6 months.
And the White House says it is defending the Constitution, the other side claiming this is a matter of conscience.
Well, our Annalisa Gale is joining us live to break down what has been an explosive issue. No question about it. Annalisa?
Jonathan and Nancy, tonight President Trump is once again weighing in on what's next for DACA. On Twitter, he said this: Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA. If they can't, I will revisit this issue.